We are anonymous. We are legion. We are a family. We are one. We are not to share. We are made of millions. We are the resistance. We are an army of ideas. We are the voice of the voiceless. We cannot be stopped. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Greetings, citizens of Lebanon. We are anonymous. We apprehend the fear and hesitation in some of you, hence why we are addressing you again. We will dedicate this speech to remind you why you started this and to give out some advice. We will not allow this revolution to go off track. Timing is key, and this is the perfect time for a reminder. Remember that a secular state purports to be neutral in matters of religion, supporting neither religion nor irreligion. It does not mean that it is against religion. Remember that your so-called leaders are war criminals with Lebanese blood on their hands. They claim that they unite and protect you, but in reality, it's quite the opposite. Remember that those same leaders have consequently failed Lebanon, ever since they were put in charge. In fact, if you cast your memory back, Lebanon's golden age took place right before them. All of them. Remember that what you are demanding in the streets are not requests. They are basic human rights. To the crowd who still follow their leaders unquestioningly, remember that your rights were taken away from you by your leaders. What you are giving in return for your freedom was already yours to begin with. Break out of this tyranny and get a taste of freedom. We promise you that the future is brighter without them. You don't need them, they need you. Remember that your president is unqualified to be president. A president must have empathy and resilience. He must know how to communicate with his people and how to be open. A president must know how to control impulses. Your president has none of those skills. Remember the martyrs that lost their lives for this revolution. Remember Jad who lost his eyes for this revolution. Remember that none of the hijackers were arrested, however, hundreds of peaceful revolutionaries were. Remember all the empty promises that were made. All the false hope that they gave you only to remain in power. Remember that Lebanon had effective public transport almost 60 years ago. Remember the country that you are fighting for. The country that you deserve. Remember that they were having a laugh, pretending that everything is fine, while all of you were crying your hearts out in the streets. Remember the trash crisis that caused thousands of deaths, simply because they couldn't agree on their shares. Until now 25 Lebanese citizens die of cancer every single day. Remember that if you let this revolution fail, you will go back to living by the law of the jungle, whereby your life is worth no more than an aimlessly fired bullet. Remember that you and your children will suffer till death if you do not win. Remember why you are revolting. Now, some advice. 1. This revolution is now almost completely based on mind games. The smarter will win. Think about every step you make, and about every possible step they will make. Do not believe everything you see and hear. They might be good at playing mind games, but you have proven to be smarter. 2. To the people who are now against this revolution, we urge you to reconsider your stance. Anonymous has never supported a movement that was not righteous. We understand that a lot has happened that turned you against the revolution. But consider this, everyone expresses their anger and their pain differently. You cannot expect everyone to revolt the same way. Lebanon has many cultures, you need to learn to embrace and accept them. 3. You are now in a very sensitive phase. It is easy to drag you into war or separate you if you don't think twice before acting. We advise you to stay calm and give yourself time to think before acting. Do not let one act of anger destroy the hopes of many. 4. In general, the final stage of defense for a government is to use live ammunition against its citizens. If it is used, the regime is nearing its end. Do not give up, and do not fear them. You will be victorious. 5. We advise you to leave the subject of the Lebanese Islamic resistance aside for the time being. You will have plenty of time to discuss this matter, after achieving your main objectives. Doing so will help you regain the support of many and will help you avoid unwanted accusations. Citizens of Lebanon, put your differences aside, and fight, hand in hand, against your oppressive government. Nothing can kill the voice of freedom. And you are the voice of freedom. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. The Lebanese government expect us.